things just took a wild turn. We finally got a name. And baby, it's LaLa Anthony.
Now, I don't know who this LaLa person is, but they say LaLa is supposed to be the side chick and she's supposed to be pregnant.
Her name is all up in this Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz mess. Word on the streets, there's a leaked tape floating around that allegedly shows Swizz and Lala getting way too cozy behind Alicia's back. And when Alicia found out, insiders say she snapped for real. They're saying she lost it. Years of keeping things quiet finally exploded. Screaming matches, doors slamming, and full-blown chaos between all three of them. Ain't no calm in that house no more. And here's the real tea.
Come on. The news today, this is what they say. They say Alicia Keys got a divorce from Swizz, whatever his name is, her husband. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Swizz Beatz. First of all, I was not in your mess, Alicia Keys, but I do love you. You my girl, and Swizz Beatz, I really never cared for you because you cheated on your first wife to get Alicia Keys. So you know what they say, what goes around, come around. Karma, we right in your face. Now, this is what they say. I don't know. They say Swizz Beatz got the side chick pregnant. That's what they say. They say their divorce is fine, though. But I like Alicia Keys, but Alicia Keys, now, you know that man was married before you married him. You already know he was married. You should know how this is gonna end. It's not gonna be cutesy. It's not gonna be marvelous. It's not gonna be none of that. It should be released because the way you got him, baby, is the way you lost him.
This scandal didn't just pop up out of nowhere. People been whispering about Swizz and Lala for years. Folks in the industry been side-eyeing their friendship for a minute. But now, this alleged tape might be the smoking gun Alicia been brushing off all along. Was she ignoring the signs? Or did she already know and just hoped it wasn't real? Either way, somebody's lying, and it's about to blow up even more. And baby, this wasn't no one-time mistake. Sources are saying this alleged situation between Swizz and Lala has been popping off behind Alicia's back for a while now. All while Alicia's out here playing the picture-perfect wifey. So now everybody's asking, what's really on that tape? How deep does this go? And is Alicia finally done for real this time? Buckle up, because this tea is piping hot. We're talking secrets on top of secrets. And it's time to peel back the layers. Now here's the wild part. As scandalous as this whole situation sounds, folks aren't even that shocked. Because if you know Swizz's history, you already know his rep ain't exactly clean. People been saying for years, if he'll cheat with you, he'll cheat on you. And let's be honest, Alicia didn't exactly get him on a clean slate. But what's sending the internet into a full tailspin this time ain't just the cheating. It's who he allegedly cheated with. Yup, the streets are screaming that this wasn't just some low-key side piece. This was LaLa Anthony. And this ain't brand new tea either. Insiders now claiming this so-called affair been going on for at least 3 years, maybe even longer. Well, that was until now. Because baby, fans are gagged all over again. A leaked recording allegedly just hit the internet. And from what people are saying, it definitely sounds like Swizz and Lala were caught up in something with very little room to explain it away. This ain't giving friendly, it's giving caught in the act. Now folks are connecting the dots and spiraling online, realizing this picture-perfect marriage might have been falling apart way before the tape even dropped. But hold on, because this whole thing gets even messier.
Now, I don't know who this LaLa person is, but they say LaLa is supposed to be the side chick and she's supposed to be pregnant. I be trying to be on the right side, but you know, I do like Alicia Keys, so I thought I'd let y'all know like me. Y'all want to be nosy, so I'm telling y'all nosy stuff. Now, this is what they say. Now, go look it up. They say Alicia Keys is now divorced. Swizz Beatz got a side chick that he's pregnant by, and they divorced. And they was living in fantasy land for 15 years because whatever happened, happened. Now, when she moved in a house, when the man was already married. I don't know none of that, but I do know they did get married. And I do know that Swizz Beatz was married when they was messing around because that's everything everybody talking about. Well, girl, guess what? They now divorced. And they say Swizz Beatz side chick is pregnant. And they say the side chick is LaLa.
Word on the block is that Lala allegedly started messing around with Swizz while she was still married to Carmelo Anthony. And insiders close to the situation are saying that this secret affair could have been a major reason why her marriage with Melo crashed and burned. Now, let's be real. Nobody's acting like Carmelo was some innocent saint. His cheating was basically public knowledge. Man had scandals and outside kids, so Lala had every reason to feel played. But the real twist? while everybody was busy blasting Mello for disrespecting her. Turns out LaLa might have been deep in her own mess, with Swizz the whole time. And that's what's got people shook. Because LaLa stayed defending Carmelo in public, standing by his side, even saying stuff like, "I wouldn't be with someone if he was cheating on me." Meanwhile, this tape drops, and now folks are wondering if she was projecting that whole time. There's no part of me that's okay with that. That's what LaLa once said, and she meant it. She made it crystal clear she wasn't out here snooping through phones or playing detective. But if something shady ever came to light, she was gonna handle it, and she claimed to trust her man. But that trust didn't last long. Because all those rumors about Carmelo, yeah, they didn't stay rumors. They were confirmed. The cheating, the scandals, the outside kids, it all turned out to be very real. And from the looks of it, LaLa might have decided it was time to get her lick back. Word on the curb is she allegedly started stepping out too. And yes, that allegedly included none other than Swizz Beatz. But when Mello found out, he couldn't handle it. Funny how the same man handing out heartbreak couldn't stomach the same treatment. And that's what really pushed their marriage to the edge. But wait, here's where it gets real dirty. This Swizz and Lala affair didn't just suddenly drop out of nowhere. Nah, this tea got first exposed back in 2021. Radio host Ms. Jones claimed somebody from Swizz's own team spilled the beans, said he was secretly involved with LaLa on the low. And the gag? Allegedly, once LaLa finally filed for divorce from Mello, she expected Swizz to return the favor and leave Alicia.
So I don't have a problem with you, LaLa, and your husband.
Oh.
Whoa.
Hey.
Okay, all right, so wait, backstory.
Okay.
Because I held this in for an entire year, right? So when we first launched the reunion show, somebody that claims to be working in Swizz's camp reached out to me in what I now know is a DM via direct messenger, right? Saying, I work for Swizz and I need you to know that him and LaLa have been having an affair. They are madly in love with each other, but he has already told LaLa and continues to tell her, calm down, I'm not leaving my wife. If you don't believe me, go on his page on IG. He always starts leaving comments in the morning and she be the first one to respond. But she don't just leave one response. She keeps it going and going and going to the point where he says, you gotta chill because it's starting to look obvious to my wife. So I said, who are you and why are you giving this information to me? God, I love you. Thank you so much. Bless.
But Swizz? He wasn't ready to blow up his marriage just yet. So when the rumors started heating up, Swizz went straight into defense mode. He swore up and down that he and LaLa were just friends, nothing shady, nothing messy. And then he tried to play it off slick by posting a cryptic message like, ZI knock at the F. But when that didn't calm the storm, he doubled down, posted a screenshot of Alicia's song titled LaLa, and captioned it, this the only LaLa I'm rocking with. He even told folks to stream Alicia's album, Miss Eber, calling it a classic. A little PR spin never hurt, right? Well, according to multiple insiders, Alicia actually believed him. She stood by her man when he looked her dead in the eye and promised there was nothing going on with LaLa. But baby, that trust might have been built on straight lies. Because now the question is, who's phony and who's fake? Because that's the kind of shady behavior that cuts deep. Just days ago, word is Alicia came across some hard evidence, the kind you can't explain away. And ever since then, behind closed doors, it's been pure chaos. They just celebrated their anniversary, but sources say Alicia's not playing nice this time. She's not sweeping this under the rug like before. Things in that house have gotten explosive, and she's reportedly going off on Swizz every chance she gets. And here's the kicker. This ain't brand new tea. Multiple blind items have been whispering about this mess since at least 2021. One even spelled it out. Don't believe the hype. Although this ends in the alphabet. A loving producer, writer, and rapper. But behind the scenes, a low-key cheater who keeps it real quiet. That's what the blind item's been saying. They claim he'd never risk it all again with someone public. Because last time he did, he got caught up and ended up having to marry her. Sound familiar? Another blind item dropped even more tea, saying this former A+ list singer, who's now more like A-, has been super busy with her new TV gig. And her husband? He's been enjoying the distraction. Word is he's been sneaking around with one of his proteges, someone he swears is gonna be his next big breakout star. Now here's where it all hits the fan. Because this ain't just cheating. For Alicia, this is double betrayal. LaLa wasn't some random industry chick. They were actually close friends for years. So imagine finding out the woman you used to hang with, laugh with, confide in, might have been sleeping with your man behind your back. Fans feel for Alicia, but let's be honest. Plenty of folks are also saying this is just karma doing its thing. Don't forget, Alicia allegedly got with Swizz while he was still married to his ex-wife, Mashanda. People have been saying for years, you lose him how you get him. And when Mashanda tried to approach her woman-to-woman, Alicia allegedly brushed her off like it was no big deal. But Jaguar Wright came out with the real story, claiming Alicia was even living under Mashanda and Swizz's roof, pretending she was there to make music while sneaking around with her husband.
Not around with Swizz and not breaking up happy homes. Like, people are forgetting when she moved into Swizz and them's house to work on the music with him, he was still married to his wife, living in that same house. And then she moved in while she was cool with the wife. It's plotting to steal her husband to cover up the fact that she's a dyke, and she had just got caught beating that girlfriend of hers up down there in Aruba somewhere or something like that.
Swizz and Mashanda were still legally married when all that went down. And Mashanda, she came back swinging. Dropped a full-blown open letter blasting Alicia for playing house with her man and trying to dress it up like some fairy tale love story. And when Mashanda finally had enough, oh, she didn't hold back. She came to Alicia woman to woman and laid everything out plain, told her straight up, we're still married, we still live together, and we just had a baby. But according to Mashanda, Alicia didn't flinch, didn't care. She was too busy sitting there writing lyrics like, if I was your woman, while playing right into the mess. In her now infamous open letter, Mashanda spilled everything. She said, in the messages that I sent to her, I made it very clear that, contrary to whatever she may have been hearing, I was still married to my husband, still living under the same roof with him, and had just given birth to our child. And what response did Mashanda get? Nothing. Silence. She said it had been 2 whole years and Alicia still hadn't responded, not even to show an ounce of respect. Instead, Mashanda said all she kept getting were public displays of disrespect and straight-up disregard for her and her son. Mashanda said she believed in Alicia's character until the whispers started turning into real signs. She was devastated when she realized Alicia was possibly sneaking around with her husband. And even worse, the affair was denied for months. Both Alicia and Swizz tried to play it cool until they finally admitted it much later. And yes, Mashanda even admitted she begged Alicia to back off so she could try and fix her marriage. But Alicia, she didn't. In that same open letter, Mashanda didn't hold back. She said loud and clear, you know the role you played and how you contributed to the end of my marriage. You know I asked you to step back and let me handle my family problems. Problems that you helped create. And the wildest part? Even after Mashanda publicly laid everything out, dates, quotes, full timelines, Alicia kept denying it all. She stuck to her story, saying she and Swizz didn't get involved until after he and Mashanda were officially separated. She went on interviews acting like people were just confused, spinning it like their love was pure and had nothing to do with betrayal. But the receipts were out there. And let's be real, the math never mathed. Now here's where it gets crazy ironic, because guess what the streets are saying LaLa's been doing to Alicia? The same exact thing Alicia allegedly did to Mashanda back in the day. Word is LaLa's been pressuring Swizz to leave Alicia so they can finally go public. Sound familiar? Back then, Alicia was doing the exact same thing, pushing Swizz to end it with Mashanda, even while Mashanda was still in the house raising their newborn and trying to hold the family together. And multiple insiders confirmed it. Alicia wanted that relationship out in the open bad, and she wasn't about to stop until she got it. Swizz did end up leaving Mashanda, and now, years later, that karma is spinning the block like a boomerang. Same pattern, different woman. And now it's Alicia on the receiving end. And honestly, the internet ain't exactly sprinting to defend Alicia right now. Because let's not act brand new. Folks remember how dirty she allegedly did Mashanda. Taking her husband was already messy enough, but reports claim Alicia tried to take it even further. Word is, she wasn't just building a blended family. She was allegedly pushing to get full custody of Swizz and Mashanda's son, Kasim Jr., right in the middle of all the drama. And baby, that's when things really turned from messy to straight up hostile. This wasn't just a love triangle. It was starting to look like a full-blown takeover. And the way Alicia allegedly inserted herself into co-parenting decisions between 2 biological parents, that did not sit right with people. To a lot of fans, it felt like Alicia wasn't just trying to start fresh. She was out here trying to erase the family that already existed. She wasn't stepping in as a stepmom. She was allegedly trying to replace the mother altogether. And the backlash? It got so loud, so heated, that Mashanda eventually had to wave the white flag. Not because she was cool with what happened, but because she saw how all the fighting was starting to affect her son. At the end of the day, she had to put him first. So she swallowed her pride and tried to make peace with the very woman who turned her whole world upside down. Mashanda was a grown woman and made the hardest choice: to do what was best for her son, even if that meant co-parenting with the very woman who played a role in tearing her marriage apart. But while Mashanda tried to move on with grace, the internet, oh, they never forgot how all this came to be.
He wanted to know why I couldn't go see him at his dad's, and why can't his dad come over and see his bedroom at our house? It was really a wake-up call. Even if we don't want to for ourselves right now, we have to do it for him because he doesn't deserve it.
Plenty of fans believe Alicia used that child as leverage, a way to force Mashanda into accepting her as the new bonus mom and fall in line with this new blended setup. But let's be real, it wasn't no fairy tale Brady Bunch moment. This wasn't about unity, it was about control. Mashanda, to her credit, accepted her fate and focused on peace. For her son's sake, she, Alicia, and Swizz even showed up for a few public appearances, trying to convince the world that they had moved past the drama. Smiles for the cameras, everyone looking happy. One of the most talked about moments, that ABC interview. In it, they spoke all soft about building a strong co-parenting relationship and how they supposedly put the kids first. Sounds sweet, right? But let's call it what it was. The one who got cheated on was the one who had to suck it up and fix the mess. Mashanda took the high road while the ones who caused the damage walked free and easy. And while folks were out here praising Alicia for being some evolved, enlightened woman, insiders say she was heated behind the scenes. That's when she kicked off a whole damage control campaign, carefully planned interviews, perfect family photo ops, and staged happy household content. Because Alicia wasn't just trying to heal the family, she was trying to rewrite the narrative. Alicia really tried to scrub off that homewrecker label and flip the script, rebranding herself as Swizz's spiritual peace, his Zen queen, the loving bonus mom who helped build a happy blended family. But fans? They weren't buying it back then, and they definitely not buying it now. Because now that Swizz is allegedly pulling the same exact move on Alicia that he once pulled on Mashanda, it's giving straight up karma. Fans are saying Alicia shouldn't even be shocked. Swizz cheating on her with her own friend? That's the same man she once believed would change for her? Come on now. Swizz Beatz has a long history of stepping out. Before Alicia even came into the picture, he was already doing Mashanda dirty. And not just once, multiple women, multiple scandals. Alicia really thought she was gonna be the one to make him stay? Sis really thought she broke the cycle? Oh, you fancy.
Swizz Beatz, former big-time producer, married to Alicia Keys, has recently been accused of having an affair with LaLa. Now, who knows? The key word here is accused, and he did the right thing. He jumped right in front of it, got on Instagram like, hell no, ain't nothing going on with me and LaLa. LaLa did the right thing too. Kept her mouth shut, didn't say a word. But if this is truth on any level, 3 things can be put together from here that are teachable moments for y'all. Hear me out when I say these 3 things. Number 1 is karma is undefeated. Number 2, a person who has nothing to lose will help you lose everything. And number 3, hurt people.
Let's take it way back in 2000. Mashanda was pregnant, expecting what was supposed to be their first child together. But Swizz, he was out here wilding, cheating with a woman named Nicole Levy. And it didn't stop at a fling. He got Nicole pregnant at the same exact time. So while Mashanda was carrying his child and making plans for their future, she had to deal with the heartbreak of knowing there was another woman out there, also expecting Swizz's baby. Same timeline, same man. Double betrayal. And Alicia really thought she was going to be the exception. According to reports, the stress and heartbreak from everything Mashanda was going through caused serious complications with her pregnancy. And tragically, the baby was stillborn. Despite the pain, she still found it in her to forgive Swizz. They got married in 2004, hoping to start fresh and finally build the family they dreamed of. But instead of settling down, Swizz just took the mess to a whole new level. Because while he was allegedly creeping with Alicia Keys around 2007 or 2008, he was also being seen with another woman on the side, Janice Sebastian. And guess what? History repeated itself again. Janice ended up pregnant too, and gave birth to his daughter, Nicole. So it wasn't just Mashanda he betrayed this time. he was two-timing both Alicia and Janice at the exact same time. And the wildest part, Alicia didn't even seem fazed. She stood 10 toes down in all that chaos like none of it mattered. And don't even get me started on the many other rumored affairs Swizz allegedly had over the years. It's a list that just keeps growing. So yeah, Alicia knew exactly who she was getting involved with. But sadly, love had her thinking she could change him. Turns out, nothing changed. Now the tables have officially turned. Alicia built her entire love story on the ashes of Mashanda's marriage, only to get hit with the same betrayal from someone she once called a friend. This question mark. This is a full circle moment. It's messy, it's poetic, and it's brutally real. And now, with these explosive rumors, the alleged leaked tapes, and Alicia reportedly going off behind closed doors, we're all just waiting to see if it spills into the public. Because if those tapes are even half as wild as the whispers, this hood fairy tale might just turn into a full-blown firestorm. So, let me know what you think. Is this karma or just a cold lesson in love? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.